Right, 3.2num74. We're told to construct a polynomial that has the given zeros, and it goes on to say there are many correct answers. There's an infinite number of correct answers here. So the idea is that if we have a 0 at x equals a, we want to have a term in there of x minus a. So if we want to have a 0 at 4, we want to have a term that has x minus 4 in it. If we want to have a 0 at 2 plus the square root of 7, we're going to have x minus 2 plus the square root of 7. And if we want to have a 0 at 2 minus the square root of 7, we're going to have x minus 2 minus the square root of 7. All right. Now, this doesn't look like a polynomial, so what we want to do is we want to multiply this out. We're going to FOIL this guy out. And I'm going to do that by multiplying the ones with the square roots of 7 first. Now, I won't really want to distribute this negatives into these guys. Okay? So, I'm going to have x times an x is an x squared. I'm going to have an x times negative 2 plus the square root of 7, and I'm going to write that as a couple of terms here, right? Minus 2x plus x times the square root of 7. Inside is going to be another minus 2x. Make sure that minus is highlighted there. And we're going to have minus x times the square root of 7. And our remaining term, I'm off the chart here. So I'm going to get minus 2 times negative square root of 7 minus 2 plus this 2 times the square root of 7. And that one we're going to have to actually FOIL out again. So I'm going to have a minus 2 minus the square root of 7 times a minus 2 plus the square root of 7, and then the closed parentheses. Now, can I simplify this any? Well, I have a plus x times the square root of 7 and a minus x times the square root of 7. So those terms are going to cancel. This minus 2x and this minus 2x I can combine and simplify. And this guy I'm going to have to FOIL out. So x minus 4 times x squared minus 2x and minus 2x is minus 4x. And now let's FOIL out the remaining terms, right? So we're going to have a minus 2 times a minus 2 is going to be a plus 4. Minus 2 plus the square root of 7 is going to be minus 2 times the square root of 7. Minus 2 minus the square root of 7. Minus times a minus is a plus. 2 square roots is 7. Minus square root of 7 plus the square root of 7. Minus and a plus is a minus. Square root of 7 times the square root of 7 is 7. Okay? Alright. So now can this be simplified anymore? Well, I have a minus 2 square roots of 7 and a plus 2 square roots of 7, so those terms go away. There are no more square root of 7's remaining. Minus 7 and a plus 4, well, I can combine those to get a minus 3. So we're going to get x minus 4 times x squared minus 4x minus 3. Now I need to distribute my x and my minus 4. So I'm going to do this as, I'm going to multiply everything by x, and I'm going to make little columns here. X times x squared is x cubed. X times a minus 4x is a minus 4x squared. X times a minus 3 is a minus 3x. Hopefully I don't run out of room. Minus 4 times x squared is a minus 4x squared. I'm going to put that underneath my x squared. And 4 times 4 is 16. Minus times minus is a plus, so that's a plus 16 x. And then minus 4 times minus 3, minus times a minus is a plus, 4 times 3 is 12. Alright, since I'm running out of room over there, I'm going to move over a little bit. And I'm going to add up down my columns. Well, there's only one x cubed, minus 4x squared, and a minus 4x squared is a minus 8x squared. 16 minus 3 is a plus 13x. And then 12, well, there's only the one 12. Alright, so now if you graph this, you see that indeed it crosses at about negative 0.63, 0.64, 0.65-ish, somewhere in there, 0.65. It crosses at 4. And it crosses again at about 4.6, which is about where we would expect. You know, this is at 4. This is, you know, somewhere between 4 and 5. This is somewhere between 0 and negative 1. And so this crosses exactly where we expect it to. You can certainly plug it into Grapher or your favorite calculator and see. And we're done.